Welcome to The Perspective. I'm C. Towns alongside Nate G, Mr. Ed.
Sir.
Hey, man. People have been balling out in the NBA.
Yes.
NBA talk? Let's get it.
Listen.
Who do you have leading the race for MVP, Mr. Ed?
James Harden. I'm amazed that I don't know how he does it. I just don't know how he does it. I mean, when I look at him, just athleticism doesn't seem to be like just this overpowering athlete, too fast for you, jump too high for you, too strong for you. But he can't be stopped. He still don't make a difference. You know, he doing finger rolls still and killing people with it. You know, I just don't know. All I know is he played my Sixers and we so-called shut him down to 37 points. The next night he goes out, scores 61. It's just, and shutting him down is holding him to 35 these days. You know, if you can keep him under 40, that's quote unquote shutting him down. I mean, when's the last time he scored under 30?
What James Harden is doing this year, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what James Harden is doing this year is just unbelievable. I mean, this man literally cannot be stopped, whether it's him scoring inside, whether it's him scoring in the mid-range, whether it's him scoring on the outside with the three. It doesn't matter what you do, whether it's him going to the free throw line. It is just unbelievable what this man is doing offensively in the NBA this season. And let's not forget, y'all, he's doing all this without Chris Paul, without Capella. Like, he is literally putting the team on his back and carrying this team. It makes absolutely no sense what opposing defenses game plan is against this man. My game plan is, bro, double team this man. As soon as he gets past the half court, double team this man. You already know he's going to try to drive. You already know he's going to try to hit the mid-range. You already know he's going to try to hit the three. You already know he's going to, he's great with manipulating the refs, maneuvering his body, getting, drawing fouls. Make this man pass up the ball. Make this man have to make a decision. Double team. He is the most lethal. He is the most lethal one-on-one player that we've seen in a long time. What this man is doing is unbelievable. James Harden is averaging 44.4 points in January and extended his streak of games with at least 30 points to 22 as the for the Houston Rockets. His 22-game stretch with at least 30 points is the fourth longest in NBA history. With three more, he'll have a 25-game streak and move into a tie with Wilt Chamberlain for third. It's unbelievable. And you know what? Everything that I just said is nothing compared to this stat. This is ridiculous. This just talks to what I just said about him literally doing everything by himself. By himself, creating his own offense, creating his own shots, beating everybody one-on-one. Harden has now scored 298 consecutive points and made 85 consecutive field goals that have been unassisted. He's doing everything by himself. No assists. He's creating the offense by himself. It's unbelievable what this man is doing. And in my opinion, he is going to be the reigning back-to-back MVP champion. C. Towns, I rest my case. Go ahead, sir.
Wow, case rested?
I'm quiet here now because I'm gonna piss a lot of people off right now.
Okay, let's hear what you got to say.
Go ahead. I don't want to tear him down because I do like James Harden.
Who you have?
But looking at stats, I'm gonna leave the stats alone unless you guys really go hard at arguing with me because I don't want to tear him down. But for right now, I got Steph Curry as my MVP. Steph Curry here. Let's just listen to these. Listen to this.
The scariest guards on the earth.
Since 2019, he's averaging 31 points a game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 50% shooting, and 42.6% at the three-point line. I can't. And he is the engine of Golden State. Let's just not even, I get his Golden State and all that, but when he don't play, they don't even get along. I got Steph Curry winning this. And don't get me wrong, my hat goes off to James Harden. His points per game are what's impressive. But I feel like people are blindfolded about how he's getting these points. And I'm going to just leave it at that because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So I'm going to just let it go. But I got Steph Curry being my MVP. James Harden, I give you that. Your points a game right now is crazy. But it's a lot of underlying things I felt like y'all didn't look at.
Bro, at the end of the day, he's what they're winning because of it, right? And he's not the only guard who's able to score a lot of points, and his field goal percentage was low. And he's won MVP doing it. I can tell you that. Won MVP, he lost the championship, but I had a guard here who played for the Sixers. Same thing.
Don't do it. You're walking down the road, I don't want to walk down. I'm going to let it go.
I'm just saying. AI scored a lot of points. His shooting percentage wasn't all that great.
Not at all.
You know? So, bro, you're not going to take into consideration at all the fact that James Harden is literally carrying this team and doing everything by himself. The scouting report for every night, every night is stop James Harden. And what do a both
Steph Curry, I'm going to give you one game.
Steph Curry,
hold on. Let me get one game.
Wait. Can I Steph Curry.
Let you rebuttal. I just had one thing to say. I'm just saying, that being said.
No, I don't want you to go yet. Let me rebuttal him. You can't go yet. I'm going to just go off of the last game against Toronto. 35 points. That is crazy. 35 points, right? You know you saw the stats because you smiling.
Well, that's why I was talking about his 64 points.
Hold up. 9 of 25? That's 36%. And get this, from 3. 2 for 13? Bro, he is and bro, let me just put this out there. 25 shot attempts was, out of a 7-game span, his lowest amount of shots taken. Lowest. 25 shots and you only hit 9? Of course.
I don't think it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter because, bro, 30. All right, this is his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got all the games. Name the game.
35, 61, 37, 48, 58, 57, 38, 43, 42,
now,
32.
Something impressive to me, I give you, is the free throws. He went to the line 25 times, hit 22. That's a great stat. But you still attempted.
Bro, Steph Curry's numbers compared to those numbers are nothing compared to 24, 38, 11, 28, 41, 31,
you're
48,
looking at
28,
points per
14,
game.
42.
All you're looking at is points per game. Most valuable player.
And free throws, bro.
Hold on, wait. Did he just bring up free throws? Do you know Steph Curry has a record right now with 90% averaging in free throws?
When was the last time he missed?
Exactly.
When was the last time he missed one?
Yeah.
That's all I get.
He has a record 90% at the free throw line right now.
I'm about to see
more
James
than 90,
Harden.
I believe, because he's
this season. I'm not talking about career-wise. I'm talking about
this season. Steph Curry leads the league.
I'm about to check about James Harden.
See, you got to have your notes together when you step to this team.
And I think Curry is number one. Him and I forget his name. It's trading spots. The other dude's retired, but he's trading spots back and forth. He's number one now because he hasn't missed a free throw in how many games? He really hasn't. Listen, all I know is if I'm an opposing guard,
I think he's 87.
Steph Curry hasn't missed a free throw in 10 games. 10 games. He ain't missed a free throw.
He's trying to score more points than James Harden.
But that's the only thing you have.
That's all that matters.
You beat him. Hold on.
And there's no Capella and there's no Chris Paul. Like, are you serious, bro? He's playing with KD. He's playing with Draymond. He's playing with Klay Thompson. He is literally playing by himself. There's no Capella. There's no Chris Paul. He has put the team on his back. Everybody knows the scouting report. Stop James Harden. What does anybody do? They do the opposite. They don't stop James Harden. Okay. Seriously, how can you really put...
Let me put this in your perspective right now. He's doing everything by himself, right?
Yeah.
His field goal percentage for the year is 43%. Just let that sink in. 43% from field goals. Wait a minute. Steph Curry is at 44% from 3. Not 2s. From 3. He's shooting better than James Harden just from shooting 3s. Are you kidding me right now?
And you're literally just ignoring everything I just said.
No, besides
He's playing with KD.
Oh my
He's
God.
playing with Draymond Green. He's playing with who else did I forget?
What does that mean?
That's nothing to do with MVP. See, what does that mean?
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
What he just said. What does that mean? Him playing with those players. What does that mean?
He has a lot of help. James Harden is play. James Harden has to jack up shots. Who else is gonna shoot him? Who else is gonna take him to score? Nobody else. He has to jack up shots. There's no Chris Paul. There's no Capella. What are you talking
Last
about?
time I checked, that was not everybody on his team. Eric Gordon is still on the team.
Eric Gordon's still there.
And don't say nothing negative about Eric Gordon. Like, that's not Mr. Six Man almost. I'm gonna need you to stop.
But what I think Nate's trying to say is that Steph gets a lot of open looks and James Harden is not. He's creating these shots with what people.
You're disrespectful. You are so disrespectful, though. What Mr. Ed just said is he kept it a whole 100.
That's not disrespectful.
How many? Yeah, exactly. How many? Like everybody knows the scouting report is stop James
Shot
Harden.
the ball.
You have to stop Steph, Clay, Draymond, and KD. Dog, that's ridiculous. Like, pick your poison. They're all poisonous. The only poison on this team is James Harden, especially because there's no
He's not the
Capella.
only poison. All I'm saying is,
What is
you're
he talking
jacking
about,
up.
Mr. Ed?
Look,
Yo, get your man,
look.
bro. Get your man, dog.
He had 38 attempts in a game.
And James Harden is not jacking up shots
38
right now.
attempts
Right
in
now,
the
right now, right
game.
now. With James Harden jacking up all these crazy shots, they're fifth. If he's not jacking up all these crazy shots and making half of them, they're out of the playoff race in the West.
Hey, can I go now? 'Cause
Why?
I didn't want to do this, but I guess I got
You're wildin', bro.
I
You're
guess I gotta
wildin'.
do this. Who are they missing? The Rockets.
Chris Paul and Capella.
All right, we're not even gonna talk about Capella because
Capella was having a career year before he got hurt.
Okay, so let's talk about 2 years ago when it was just him and Clint Capella, right or wrong? So don't bring up Chris.
We're talking about 2 years ago. We're talking
Hold
about
on.
2018.
But hey, is it the same team?
We're talking about 2
basically?
years. We're talking about this. We're talking about
Wait,
this season.
hold on. James Harden has done what he has always been carrying.
Not this. He's not doing it. This. What he's doing this
Hold
season
on,
is
Nobody's
ridiculous.
talking about the points. He's been carrying the Rockets
Not like this.
for years.
Yes, for years, but bro, not like
Chris
this.
Paul hasn't been there, but what? Not long. What are you
He's been
saying
there
right
a couple
now?
years. So Chris Paul's a scrub.
Nobody's
Chris Paul's
saying
a
he's
bum.
a scrub. So all right, let me ask you this: Chris Paul comes back. Is he still going to average these 35?
He's not going to need
attempts a
to.
game?
No, of course not.
So if
Bro,
he
he's
doesn't,
not gonna-
hold on. So we're talking about MVP. Hey, you don't crown MVP at this point of the season.
He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot more efficiently because he's not gonna have to jack up all these shots because
gonna shoot more efficiently.
because he's another player like Chris Paul who can shoot the ball and score as well.
The man is horrible right now at the 3-point line. He shot 1 of 17 from 3 against Orlando.
Yeah, bro, that was his worst shooting game of the entire. You're pointing out his
Wait,
worst
wait,
shooting
wait,
game
that was
of
his
the
worst-
entire
hold
year.
on,
Mr.
hold on,
Ed.
hold on, hold
You
on.
pointed out his worst game of the entire year, literally. That's your ammo. That's your ammunition.
That was
One
his
game,
worst? That was the worst? Answer my question. That was his worst?
1 or 2 games, really, bro? Really?
I didn't say what it
Really?
said.
1 or
Hold
2
on.
games?
Let me finish. It's still stats. 5 of 20 at the 3-point line. 2 of 13 from the 3-point line. Must I keep? I didn't want to have to butcher my man like this, but I got to. 6 of 16 from the 3-point
All
line.
I'm gonna say is this, Mr.
Hold on,
Ed.
let me finish.
Klay Thompson,
Hold
Steph
up.
Curry, Draymond, and KD. That's all I'm gonna say. I rest my-
All right, so rest your case, right? Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask Mr. Ed this question. You got all these superstars. Should you still be averaging 30 points a game?
Should be difficult.
Wait, let me keep it going with Mr. Ed 101. Let me sit AG to the side. So, should he average 30 points a game?
No, it should really be around 25.
Exactly.
The five.
So 5 points less. Wow. Wow. 5 points less.
Go ahead, Mr. Ed. Get
And the
it.
engine. No.
He on your side, and I want to rebut.
No.
Go ahead, Mr. Ed. Talk to your man.
No. I admit it.
Talk to your man.
No. C-Styles, me and you both agree that Steph Curry is the engine for that team.
But that's the
He's the
point
engine.
you're
But
bringing up.
still.
They got 5
He's the
all-stars
bro. He's the
in
engine of that team,
lineup.
bro.
Hold on.
Bro, he's the engine of the team, but bro, he can still defer to 3 other great players.
But my
Who
point-
is James Harden going to defer to?
No one.
Exactly. I rest my case again.
Hold on.
Game over.
You're playing with 5 all-stars, and he's averaging 30 points.
Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet, bro. Let's make a bet on the show right now. No. Wait. Put your money where your mouth is, C-Towns. Let's make a bet right now. If James Harden wins the MVP over Steph Curry, you have
There's
to.
got to be stipulations in that, though.
What do you mean?
If Steph Curry get hurt, that's null and void.
All right. Barring injury, if and my bet is not going to be nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Nothing crazy.
right.
If James Harden wins MVP over Steph Curry, you have to say on this show, in front of the prospective fans, y'all, Nate G was right, y'all.
All right, I could do
He
that.
won and vice versa. I'll be like,
I'm sorry. You can't look. Look. Let's be real. Steph Curry went unanimous MVP. Balling out. Like, he had Clay and Draymond, but damn it, he was by himself doing all that work in
He won't win unanimous.
James Harden is by himself. And even then, let's take that unanimous MVP year. Steph Curry didn't shoot that bad. Steph Curry's three-point shooting percentage is higher than James Harden's field goal percentage. That's terrible.
Bro, he's the best three-point shooter of all time.
No, but no.
He's the best three-point shooter of all time.
But you're looking at this so wrong. You should not be. Your field goal percentage should not be 40.
Bro, he has to. There's nobody else to defer to.
43%.
There's no Clint Capella and there's no Chris Paul. He has to jack up all these shots. If he doesn't, they're not in the playoff race, bro.
43%.
And I just got done saying that I don't know what opposing defenses are doing. You know that this man is going to kill you. Double his butt and make him defer to somebody else. And nobody does it.
Like I said, AI did it for years. He did it for years.
You know, I got a question for you guys. You guys talk about carrying, right? Since the span of going off, are they undefeated?
Who?
The Rockets.
No.
This whole span, are they undefeated?
No.
Doing all these shots?
No.
Who they lost? Have they lost to big teams?
They've lost.
Yeah, they lost
Did they
to the
lose?
Sixers.
Did they lose the bad teams? So let's talk. Wait, let's keep this argument going.
just-
Golden State has definitely had some bad losses early in the year. Let's stop.
We'll get to that too. Let's move. We'll get to that. But over this span, all right, it lost to the Sixers. You lost to Brooklyn. He put up 58 points. And you lost to Brooklyn. That was a game.
He's still winning 58.
That doesn't make it okay. You lost.
And Golden State has had terrible losses as well earlier this season. When all that talk was going on, Golden State, what's going on with Golden State?
They lost to Orlando. Mr. What you got to say about that, Mr.
Oh, what?
Losing to Orlando, is that okay?
No, it's not okay.
All right. You lost. All right, I give them Milwaukee. You lost.
You want to do this, T-Towns? You want to do this? All right.
Like, come on, man. You're going to stop playing. Go back to Golden State. Last time I checked, Golden State on 11-game win streak. What are you saying? They lost to Houston. They lost to Portland. They lost to the Lakers. They lost to Utah. They lost to Toronto. Name a bad team.
So Houston not a bad team?
No, they're not a bad team.
They're a one-man show?
No, I never said they was a one-man show. Did you say they had a one-man show? No, answer the question.
Outside of Gordon, they may say one. They're one of the quarter-man show. Get out of here.
He said they're a one-man show. I never said that. So yeah, you keep scrolling while he keep trying to find a bad loss, and it's only gonna be like one. What you gonna say?
Bro, the team is so much better. The team is so much better.
He changed up.
Bro, they're a much better team. No, they're a much better team. Wait. Are we talking about losses or are we talking about the MVP?
So what happened the last time Golden State and Houston played?
You gonna bring that up? I just said that.
What was the score that
They won. Houston won.
What was their stats?
They won. He put up 44.
See?
Yeah, they won by a point.
Yeah. That was the game he hit that three-pointer.
Yeah.
Game-winning shot.
He had a triple-double, 44, 15, and 10.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm still trying to help you out.
No. We're not talking about...
He put one man, he had to do everything. He had to rebound, he had to score, he had to rebound, he had to make the assist against a whole team full of stars.
Full of superstars.
Pulled out the victory.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why you think he's MVP?
I got a question for you right now, Mr. Ed.
Hold on, I'm not even finished.
You made you put yourself in it now.
Like, seriously, are we talking about the MVP?
So nobody else balled out in that game for Houston? No, I'm asking you, Mr. Ed. Don't look away.
Yeah, Clint Capella would have hit 29 points and 21 rebounds, and that's who they're missing.
Rivers had 18. House had 17. Are you do we need to keep going? Green off the bench has 16.
Who got a better team, T-Towns? Houston Rockets, the Golden State Warriors. That's what you just said.
I never said anybody's about anybody's team. Did I ever bring up team? Mr. Ed.
Somebody brought it up. I think somebody brought it up.
How you mad that
you got the better? Bro, Golden State has the much better team. They're gonna have more wins. That's why they're first in the conference. They're supposed to be first in the conference.
All I know is
we're talking about the MVP,
Chris Paul
right?
stay healthy. Let me use that for example. Why Steph Curry is MVP? Chris Paul comes back. What's helping James Harden win MVP is the fact that he's not there. If Chris Paul comes back, His numbers drop, right or wrong.
But have we ever?
Hold on, answer the question. Let me finish. Just answer that question. Will James Harden's stats, his points per game, go down when Chris Paul comes back? Yes or no? Points per game.
I'm gonna say slightly yes.
Okay.
Slightly yes.
Steph Curry's averaging 30 with superstars in his lineup.
Because you got to pick your poison.
There is no picking. Hey,
there's no pick your poison.
No.
Oh my goodness. There's no pick your. He just said it.
Yeah, I just said it.
Prospective fans, you just heard him say it. You don't got to pick your poison. Oh my God.
Hold on. Okay. Besides Kevin Durant, who else is like Steph Curry?
Who else? Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, KD. What the hell are you talking about, C-Taz?
You keep rocking around.
What are you talking about? What is this man talking? Yo, get your man, bro. Get your man.
Hey,
Mr. Ed, get your man.
Go ahead, Mr. A, I'll let you talk because he's talking crazy right now. Go ahead.
Right now, that team is super loaded because Boogie Cousins has come back.
And Boogie Cousins! Oh, I gotta forget about Boogie Cousins.
He's been putting up like he has.
He's been balling out, bro.
Stop playing. He's still fine.
Considering that he's coming off of Achilles tear, he's been balling out. He ain't even playing to his full potential yet.
The center before him.
Just keep going. No. Don't change it up. Man, talk about the team. Go ahead.
All right, you got Boogie Cousins, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green.
Don't name Draymond Green right now. We're not finna do that right now.
He's still a good player. He's still a very good player.
He's still rebounding. He still give you a.
He might not be a superstar, but he's still a star. Is he a star player? He's a star.
We're not going.
He may be averaging what 9, 7, 7, but
my thing is
that's your 6th or 7th option.
Exactly.
So hold on. When you have to go into play Golden State, who's the players you want to stop out of all those?
Steph, Klay, and KD, and Boogie Cousins. Four out of the 5.
Mr. Ed.
Steph and KD. You can set them down.
Y'all gonna stop
Wow. Klay Thompson, dog. He has been playing out of his mind.
I'm not saying he hasn't been playing. He's playing okay. But he's not. When you go into that team, you got to stop them two. You can stop them two. You can take a victory.
Because last time I checked, you want to talk about stats. Klay Thompson went off, right? He had that game. What was it? He only dribbled 3 times to get 40 points. 40 plus points.
Yeah. He don't need to dribble the ball.
That's the why you don't have to. Are you serious right now? So who you gonna be worried about? Somebody that create his own shot like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. You gonna worry about Klay Thompson first? Who you gonna worry about first?
Steph Curry.
That's my.
But he can also defer to somebody who doesn't need to put the ball on the floor and catch and shoot and put up 30. So that's what I'm saying.
Hold up. Let's make another bet. I think we got another bet here. When Chris Paul comes back.
He's averaging. Klay Thompson is putting up 20. Is averaging. You will.
No. I'm already talking.
Klay Thompson is averaging 21.8 points.
Stop. Let's make another bet. When Chris Paul comes back, I'm gonna give you 2 months worth of games. Let's see whose stats is better. Steph Curry or James Harden? Because, bruh.
What he's trying to do right now, he's trying to offset the fact that he's going to have to admit to the perspective.
No, that's not making an offset.
James Harden won the MVP over Steph Curry.
Because
you want to offset? We ain't offsetting nothing.
No. It's just crazy because James Harden is doing all this by himself, right? And the only thing you can come at me with is his points per game.
Here's something too.
Points per game, and the team that Golden State has is a much better team than Houston, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry, dog.
All right, so we know those two I would say, are front runners. Who we got coming out after that might have a chance if they can get their team deep in the playoffs?
Oh, it's not going to matter because it's going to be. I mean, Steph Curry might or Paul George.
The Greek Freak of Paul George.
Yeah,
I got those two. Like those are my top 4: Steph Curry, James Harden, the Greek Freak, and then Paul George.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
both have great.
I'm more impressed with Paul George because nobody saw or thought that he would be in the top 5 MVP conversation. And Paul George is having a. I see, like, you can tell Russell Westbrook had a conversation with Paul George to keep him in OKC because he must have literally told him, yo, your shot is definitely better than mine. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with
and me and C-Towns have talked about this how many times?
Honorable mention, 2 big men, AD and
he's averaging.
And Joel Embiid.
Well, Joel Embiid's my 5th.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid's my 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been balling out.
If Anthony Davis was on, if Anthony Davis was on a different team,
bro, he's having 29.
I can't do that.
29.
I can't play Anthony Davis in my top 5.
29 points a game.
I didn't say top 5. Honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
After that.
Yeah, he's definitely in there.
Yeah,
but yeah, like my those are my 5. I got Steph, James Harden, Greek Freak, Paul George, and Joel Embiid. And I mainly just have Paul George. I would want to move him up just because, one, I'm a big PG-13 fan. But then also, too, he's been shocking the world, man. He's looking like what he was supposed to do if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah. Like Embiid, bro. Embiid cannot be stopped.
Speaking of that, how about the Pacers?
Oh, yeah. I don't ever want to win that. What was it? Some award or whatever? They said something like the last 3 stars all had crazy injuries.
Yeah, they're done. They're done.
They're done. I mean, I didn't think they would be where they at.
No.
They were.
With no Oladipo, they're done.
I mean,
yeah.
But
listen, I want y'all to tell me, and C-Towns and Mr. Ed, who your MVP for the NBA season is right now. I know the smart fans are going to say Nate G got James Harden winning it. Just let us know. Please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let us know.